She says she wants to Uber home now, 'cause you're just not her type of guy. But she still wants to be your friend, and if she meets her Mr. Right, then maybe you could help her move her stuff when she moves in with him. But for now, she just wants an Uber home. She says it's not that you're not handsome, you're just not her cup of tea. 'Cause she's got better things to do than to hang around with you. She's got other ways she'd rather spend her time, and that's why she just wants to Uber home. The whore of Sausalito. She knows just how to ease your mind. But if you ask her if she loves you, she'll just smile and bat her eyes. For the whore of Sausalito never lies. Says she hails from Pasadena, and all the sailors know her name. And if you mention Palos Verdes, she will smack you like a mule. And if you hail from San Jose, she'll do the same. She never the time to say she's sorry, and all the sailors think that she's insane. But in a world where no one else will love me, Jesus Christ himself has shunned me. The whore of Sausalito heals my pain. Here we go. She was the whore of Sausalito, but that was many years ago. But if you listen very close, you'll hear her crying in the breeze. For the whore of Sausalito's never free. Sausalito lives in me.
Check. Testing, check. Checking the mic, test 1, 2. 2. Check. Help. Help. Hello everybody and welcome to Henry's Kitchen, where today we're going to be teaching you how to make baked mac and cheese according to a website here called Bake Mac and Cheese. Oh, sorry everybody, I'm a little distracted. I'm getting notifications lately because we have an Instagram post which is going viral on Henlips. My Instagram, my personal Instagram, looks like we're at 970,000, which translated to 81 people clicking on the link for the henrys.kitchen website, which resulted in one click on the show that we're doing in Fairfield, Connecticut. But unfortunately no sales. So if anybody wants to know what kind of numbers I'm against, it's tough to have a not even a one-person turnover or whatever you call it from 970,000. Out of 970,000 people that watched the video, almost one person bought the show, but bought tickets, but maybe it was too much money. Kairosa says, speaking of numbers, what's your least favorite number? My least favorite number, I guess if I had to come up with a least favorite, I would say 19. Borsenvin says, I hate 17 with a burning passion. Yeah, I get that. It's tough. But anyway, all of that aside, I hope everybody's doing well, feeling good. It's very hot here today. Computer, what is the weather today? Yeah, so the computer doesn't even want to deal with the heat today, I guess, and just took the day off. Let's take a look at some of our alerts here. Sorry, I'm a little discombobulated here. I forgot to go to the website that shows me the alerts. Okay, it says here, Bean Curds 1312 resubscribed for 4 months and says hello. Hello right back to you, Bean Curds 1312, and thank you for your resubscription. Thanks also to Jangle Cat, who says, hey Henry, here's to you getting your first Michelin star. That's great. I didn't realize that I got that, but I appreciate it. And Fat Honger cheered 420 bits for my birthday. It's not my birthday yet. That'll be in a few months, but I'll gladly accept. And The Chunks has resubscribed for 9 months and says, 9 months of culinary bliss. Thanks for all the delicious memories thus far, Henry. Thank you, The Chunks. Oh boy, Hank Boozle has resubscribed for 8 months and says the passage of time continues. That it does. And she is a cruel mistress. It's Kate X rated our channel with 7 viewers. Thank you so much, It's Kate X, for all that you do. And Bussy Tickler has resubscribed for 5 months. So thanks everybody. And I know you guys have questions. Maybe we'll go into the chat area here and see what's happening. M. Cariotti says, why was 8 afraid of 7? Because 7 ate 9. That's an excellent word joke. Thank you, M. Cariotti. Dark Ages says, I measure my mortality in how many months I've been subscribed to Henry's Kitchen. 18 months down. Maybe a few hundred to go? Yeah. That would be great. Cracks Way On says, wow, first time I ever have heard that one. You mean the one about 18 months down, maybe a few hundred to go? Parasitosis, I am stuck in a bathroom stall with the ingredients. Am I fucked? Let me think about that. You're stuck in the bathroom stall with the ingredients. How did that happen? We'll find out more about what's going on with parasitosis. Master Cookie the Third says, "Hey Henry, did you get to check Gory Cuddly Carnage, a game about boof on a hoverboard? I've decided to bug you until you try it, until you try lying about it, or until you lie about trying it." Okay, yeah, I want to check it out. Did you put it in the Discord in the gaming suggestions? And if you did, I'm sorry, I haven't gotten to looking at all those yet since we've been playing a game, but I will check it out. It looks like it's Gory, Gori. Hi, everyone type Force and says, "Hi Henry, recently I've been stuck with a philosophical conundrum. Perhaps you could help. Have you ever noticed how supervillains always want change, but superheroes always want to prevent change?" Supervillains always want change. Is that true? It could be. Yeah, maybe the status quo. Is this sort of what the premise of The Boys is, where it's sort of an alternative take on the superhero myths? Bebo Bobo says, "Yeah, they ask me for money all the time." Okay, everybody. I think it's time to do some music. Oh, I want to say thank you to whoever gave us this picture. Let's take a look here. It says, "This picture was given to us by Masia." And there's another one as well. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Maybe we'll do our song to this. Where's my guitar? All right. Well, this song, we only have a little bit longer to be able to do it because the summer's going to be over. It's a song that I like to bring in the summer with, and also to do once again before the summer's over, because it took a long time to learn it, and it's a nice song. So let's put on the reverb. I believe this one originally maybe came to us from Kala. It's a song by Josh Pyke, and it's called "The Summer." And I'm going to pull up the lyrics. The difficulty in the song is trying to get all of the lyrics out. Very difficult. Also, this website is causing internet issues, I think, because it shows ads and shit. But here we go. So the summer ends in a couple weeks. So we're going to say hello to the fall, and we've got an amazing Halloween stream coming up, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Mochi's Nirvana is putting that together, and you can find out about that on the Discord. Meanwhile, here's this song. I got to take a deep breath here. I might not get through the whole thing, but here we go. If I could bottle up the sea breeze, I would take it over to your house and pour it through your garden, so the hinges on your windows could rust and color like the boats pulled up on the sand for the summer, and your sweet clean clothes would go stiff on the line. There'd be sand in your pockets and nothing on your mind. But every year it gets a little bit harder to get back to the feeling of when we were 15 and jump in the river upstream and let the current carry us to the beginning where the river met the sea again. All our days were a sun-drenched haze while the south sprays dripping on the window panes. We should be living like we lived that summer. I wanna live like we lived in the summer. We should be living like we lived in the summer. I wanna live like we lived in the summer. Should be living like we lived that summer. I wanna live like we lived in the summer. One of the things I like about this song is that I used to be a smoker, and if you're a smoker, I'm not judging you, but I don't think I would have been able to do this song back when I was a smoker because of the amount of breath that it takes. So I don't know, it's nice to see improvements. All right. And I'll remember that summer as the right one. The storms made the pavements seem like a kettle, and our first goodbyes might be seem like hours in the car park in between my house and yours. If the summer holds a song, then we might sing forever. Then the winter hold a bite they've never been before. And then there's a bridge, and of course I don't know how bridges go, so I'm just going to say the words. Time is like the ocean. You can only hold a little in your hands. So swim before we're broken, before bones become black coral on the sands. We should be living like we lived that summer. I wanna live like we lived in the summer. We should be living like we did that summer. I wanna live like we lived in the summer. We should be living like we lived that summer. I wanna live like we lived in the summer. All right. Well, there you have it. Josh Pyke. Take a listen to the studio recording of that song. It's really cool. Thank you, Kala, for getting us hip to that song. Very cool. Yeah, thanks. It's K2X. Great suggestion from Kala. I got another song I want to do here. Let's change up the background. Masia gave us quite a few cool picks. Let's take a look at this other one here. I like it. I'm not going to do the song, but I don't even think I can, actually. How does it go? Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled the trigger, now he's dead. Life had just begun, and now we go and leave it all away. Mama, can't do it. My neighbors are going to start wondering if everything's okay. But thanks, Masia. X Swanee says, Henry, is it better to come in the sink or sink in the cum? I think probably the latter or the former. Mochi's Nirvana says, hi, Alexander Dean. I hope things are going well in your neighborhood. Yeah, Alexander Dean, hope things are good in your neighborhood. I'm not sure where your neighborhood is, but I definitely hope that things are good with everybody. All right, let's see. Another picture from... oh, sorry, no, this last one wasn't from Masia. It's from It Was Me. It Was Me sends us this one. I'm not sure what the reference is here. Okay. Master Cookie 3 says, I suggest everyone look for On Cinema version of Bohemian Rhapsody. It's quite brilliant. On Cinema, okay. Thanks. It Was Me sent a couple of pics in. This one looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, maybe we'll use this one for the background for our next. This kind of has Outer Wilds vibes, which is the game that we're playing. So does the other one that It Was Me sent. A little bit, but this has some animals. Why don't we go ahead and do this song? I want to do this song because I think it's It's kind of cute how it sort of underscores the game that we're playing. We've done it before. It's a song by Harry Nilsson called Spaceman. And I'm going to try to get through it. Bang, bang, shoot 'em up, destiny. Bang, bang, shoot 'em up to the moon. Bang, bang, shoot 'em up, 1, 2, 3. I wanted to be a spaceman. That's what I wanted to be. But now that I am a spaceman, nobody cares about me. Hey, Mother Earth, won't you bring me back down safely to the sea? Round and around and around and around, and it's all she ever said to me. Wanted to make a good run, I wanted to go to the moon. I knew that it had to be fun, I told them to send me real soon. I wanted to be a spaceman, I wanted to be it so bad. But now that I am a spaceman, I'd rather be back on the pad. Hey, Mother Earth, won't you bring me back down safely to the sea? Round and around and around and around is all she ever said to me. Round and around and around and around, so bring me back down. Round and around and around and around, safely on the ground. Oh, 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 All right, so maybe think about that song while we're playing our game. Murphy says, oh, everyone type Forson says, Murphy, they're keeping down the honest working DJs. Charsik says, that was great. Thank you, Charsik. That one was for me because I'm a big Harry Nilsson fan, and I feel like Nilsson fan, I don't want to mispronounce his name while we're doing this, but I feel like we would be remiss to not do that song while we're playing Outer Wilds. Okay, all right, everybody. Well, we've got a lot of work to do, so I think we should get to it. Let's take a look at some other picks here, though. Michelle C. This one, I believe the caption was that this is on the eastern coast in Maryland somewhere. So is this, can we assume that this is anywhere near the aforementioned Chesapeake Bay Bridge? Because we talked about that a little bit. But it's a beautiful picture. Thank you for that. And let's see what else we've got here. Pug Lady gives us Greek cookies. Wow, that looks delicious. So here at Henry's Kitchen, I've made a lot of Greek food. I've made spanakopita, which the interesting thing about spanakopita is that you can actually pronounce any syllable that you want every time you say it. You could say spanakopita, 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 which would be more the French way, spanakopita. And Master Cookie the Third says, I heard this joke somewhere. What's the worst thing about blowing Willie Nelson? Realizing it's not Willie Nelson. Okay, very funny joke, and thank you for that. For some reason, when I started reading your comment, I thought it was going to be relevant to what we were talking about, which was Greek food. But I appreciate I guess you would call that a non sequitur. A good non sequitur is important now and then, I think. M. Cariotti says, thanks, Henlips One and Mochi's Nirvana. Going to get a drink now. Okay, cool. Yeah, 11:24 a.m. is certainly not a bad time for that. Pug Lady 2600 says, these cookies are called Kulurakia. Ooh, very interesting. I like that. Kulurakia. Thanks for sending that, Pug Lady. And let's just see what else we have. Oh, here's another one from Michelle C, who said that she was about to go drinking right now. This is this Maryland also? I like it. Mega Gildy says, how goes the fight against the mod union and their demand for bathroom breaks? Well, I will say that I've always been pro-union. I grew up in a union family, and if it weren't for the union, then I wouldn't have been able to grow up with things like healthcare and parenting and whatever else I got. But at the same time, the mods, I think, are extremists, and they're asking for too much. For example, we take a 3-minute advertising break once per hour as per decreed upon me by Twitch. Otherwise, we don't have a stream. And the mods wanted to take that 3-minute time to be able to go to the bathroom. But it's not like the chat still goes. So I kind of had to put my foot down and say, no, you know, we can't have mods go into the bathroom during that 3 minutes because the chat's still there and we need people to moderate it. It's Kate X says, the office toilet is still broken, Henry. Do you have the number for maintenance? Yeah, we'll get to all that, but first we have to do kitchen work. Kitchen comes first, otherwise none of us have a job. And that's the thing that we have to keep telling ourselves. I know times are tough. Dazzlecat says the VIP restroom has attendance with mints. It's nice. Okay, well that's, you know, maybe don't tell everybody that. Parasitosis says mods unions is actually a bunch of mafia members hiding their crimes. Well, that's a theory, and it's sort of a rumor, stereotype, I guess, and there could be some truth to it. Mega Gildy says the office toilet is broke by design. No bathroom breaks. Why have working toilets? Well, for when the shift is over. But anyway, I did provide buckets for people to use however they feel it's appropriate. Okay, let's, you know, I think we need to get into the kitchen and start working because we've got a lot of work to do. This is going to be a big pain in the ass, this particular thing that we're doing today. Uh-oh. I just noticed something I screwed up. Everybody just chill out for 1 second. Okay, that's the tier 3 subscribers there. And let's turn the reverb off. Check 1, 2. Can everybody see me and hear me? And is everything currently in working order? Check. You know what? Another thing I forgot to do is I forgot to set up the roast beef cam. So we're going to do that right now. Everybody give me 1 moment. so sorry, everybody, that took so much time. All right, we have roast beef. He's currently sleeping in the very hot sun, and I think we're all good now. KC 2.0, I'm starving. Yeah, let's go. Come on, let's do this. All right, so let's talk about what it is exactly that we will be doing here today. Well, we've got baked mac and cheese. So let's talk a little bit about baked mac and cheese and what some of the things we're going to need. A Dutch oven. Computer, what is a Dutch oven?
A Dutch oven is a fart chamber where someone's head is covered and they are farted on.
Hold on a second. I've got to make an adjustment on the computer here. I'm pretty sure this is a Dutch oven. Borsenvin says a regular pan will do. So that's what we're going to use. Boldly Untitled, what would be Le Creuset say about that? Dark Ages says you can use any type of pan if you fart into it first. Okay. We're getting off topic here a little bit. So let's go to the top here. We've got baked mac and cheese from Lindsay Madison. 5 stars out of 1 review, but that's still, it might be their family member, but it says here, with its rich cheese sauce and crunchy crumb topping, this has to be the best mac and cheese recipe out there. Serve it as a comforting weeknight dinner or a holiday side dish. If you ask me, to be truly great, a macaroni and cheese recipe has to take me back to childhood. My mom made hers the old-fashioned way with a homemade cheese sauce. She usually prepared it on the stove for family meals, but served an oven-baked version on holidays. It was an easy casserole to prep in advance, and the buttery bread crumb topping added a crunchy texture. Okay, so this person's just going on about nothing. It's one of those things where there's 15 pages of garbage to try to generate ad revenue. So I'm just going to skip right to the recipe, which I should have done. Saguaro Oo says it doesn't say to make it for Wednesday lunch. Good point. So maybe if you do make it, you could make it and put it in the fridge and then heat it up. But let's go over some of our ingredients. I've got some wheat flour. It says use all-purpose flour, but I think you can use wheat for any of the purposes that you'd be using all-purpose flour, making wheat flour, in effect, an all-purpose flour as well. And then you have some granulated kosher iodized sea salt, as well as some black peppercorns that we're going to be grinding with the built-in grinder on the container. We also have 1 onion, and we also have some butter. I have a piece of bread, and we're going to be using this for breadcrumbs, and I like to use the end part of the bread because I don't like to use it for anything else, so you might as well use it for this. And then this part is kind of fucked up, unfortunately, and excuse my French, which is slang for foul language. I think that might be derogatory, and I apologize to Borsenvin, who's our resident Frenchman. But excuse my foul language is what I should say. But this really does kind of piss me off. I went to Whole Foods, and this is called, I'm supposed to get something called elbow macaroni. 1 package elbow macaroni. So I have 1 package of This is called orzo macaroni product. But when you look at it, it looks like little tiny pieces of rice, basically. Why? What do they mean macaroni product? It's macaroni. It's a product that's macaroni. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you're right. I'm a Carl. I don't trust that term product. You see it on cheese too. It says cheese product, like cheese type. Norel Borel says, "Wow, they duped you. They sure did." And you know what? I want to say that the world is just getting infinitely more and more complicated as we journey through it, and more and more is expected upon the consumer to become an expert in every single thing that we do. And apparently you got to be able to differentiate a macaroni product from just macaroni. And but anyway, I'm done ranting about that. Thanks for listening to me, and I'm sorry if you felt like that was too negative. Munch Hotel cheered 200 bits for beef. Well, let's take another look at beef here. He doesn't have to worry about shit. All he has to do is sleep and, well, shit, and drink water and eat food. And I gotta say, I'm almost getting to that same point. Freckled Unicorn has resubscribed for 10 months and says 10 months of following your videos, and I only set my kitchen on fire 2 times. That's great. I'm glad to hear that, Freckled Unicorn. Thank you so much. And also, Gaming Jacob resubscribed for 26 months. Thank you so much, Gaming Jacob. What the fuck? Anonymous gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Anonymous, of course, is that digital hacking group that does all the kind of Robin Hood type services for society by hacking. And thank you so much, Anonymous, for gifting us 5 tier 1 subs. And also Fadewin has subscribed for 4 months. Thanks for that. Ben's Frankie Founding Daddy says, I thought getting the ingredients was the easiest part of cooking, but now we have to be experts at that too. Oh yeah, it goes on forever. You have to be an expert at every damn thing. And so I guess, you know, the internet will be your friend in this situation. Computer, what is the difference between a macaroni and a macaroni product? And now the computer's not working. Computer, what is the difference between macaroni and macaroni product?
Macaroni product is a general term for a food made from wheat and water with the addition of egg whites. It can be used to make pasta dishes. Macaroni is also called macaroni product, but it is more often used as a noun to refer to a particular type of pasta shape.
Yeah, see, if I'm understanding that correctly, macaroni product just means any pasta. Pickin' Cotton cheered 100 bits. Thank you, Pickin' Cotton. I got my apron in the mail a week ago, and I cook better while wearing it. Is this normal? Yeah. You're going to find that you have places that you can wipe your hands when they get messy. Just whatever you do, do not put it in the washer or dryer, or wash it even by hand, or get it dry cleaned or washed in any way over the entire 20-year span of having the apron, because that will compromise the lettering on there, I've found. Parasitosis says all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares, kind of bullshit. Yeah. So macaroni is a macaroni product, but macaroni product is not macaroni. Yeah. You're absolutely right, Link Banan. And Borsenvin says, my spaghetti are a macaroni product. Makes no sense to me. Yeah, apparently. Apparently we've been eating a macaroni product every time we've been having spaghetti and meatballs. Boldly Untitled says, it's like Uno's pizza pans. Yeah, exactly. I always like to see that you guys are paying attention So yeah, Pizzeria Uno is famous for never washing any of their dishes. Apparently, this is something that I read, and the reason is because the seasoning on the dishes contains the flavor of the 100-year history of making pizza, and they feel like it would be less unique if they washed those types of things, because then it would smell like soap. Nobody wants their dishes to smell like soap. Nicholas de Tweed says, "Hey Henry, what do you think of the band Meat Puppets?" It's funny that you bring that up. I think they're fantastic. Are they the ones who wrote Lake of Fire? Because that was a song that I found out about them because of Nirvana's cover of it. But I actually got to meet Kurt Kirkwood, the singer of the Meat Puppets, back in about 2007 or something. In Buffalo, New York, and I got to hang out with him, and that was a pretty damn good time. And he carved his initials in the back of my guitar with a carving knife. So I'm sure what you're saying is, well, why don't you show us the guitar so that we can see it? I can't do that because somebody smashed, when I was in Minneapolis, somebody smashed the back of my friend's rental car and stole that guitar out of it. But go ahead and throw me any rock star, and maybe I'll have some memory that will turn negative. Hank Boozle says, "I've watched enough Sopranos that I can help." Oh, but that looks like a response to something else. Okay. Let's get started. Number one, preheat the oven. I didn't want to do the oven today because it's one of the hottest days of the summer. But I guess that's what we're doing. So we're using a Dutch oven and a regular oven. Okay, preheat the oven to 350. We can do that. Cook the macaroni product according to package directions al dente. Okay, so let's start by cooking our pasta, and hopefully this isn't going to be too difficult. Let's move this out of the way. Put this here. I'm gonna get some hot water. Taking a while to get hot, which is ironic because it's a hot day outside. I don't know how that works. Usually it doesn't take this hot, or take this long to get hot. Okay. We're going to use about 1 quart of water. Now, I've never worked with orzo product. Once again, I thought I was getting elbow macaroni. Instead, I got orzo macaroni product. Okay, let's go ahead and start this. When you're boiling, you want to have this thing pretty hot. Serves 4, so we're going to divide by 4. Half of the 16-ounce box. This is a 16-ounce box. So we're going to use then, we're going to divide that by 4. So we're going to get 2 ounces. Computer, how many cups is 2 ounces? Alright. Maybe I'll do half a cup. I think a quarter of a cup is 2 ounces. Computer, how many cups is 2 ounces?
2 fluid ounces is 0.25 cups.
That's exactly what it is. Okay, great. Finally, something's going right. So this is a quarter of a cup. No, this is a half of a cup. This is a quarter of a cup. We're going to divide all the ingredients here today by 4. All right. And let me see. I want to figure out a way that I can show you what it is that we're making here today. It looks amazing, actually. It's not that. Where is it? There it is. This is what we're making. I know you guys have questions. Parasitosis says the boxes often list weight ounces and not fluid ounces if you'd like to use with a measuring cup. Really? I didn't know there was a difference between fluid and weight. Computer, what's the difference between a fluid ounce and a weight ounce?
A fluid ounce is a measure of volume, while a weight ounce is a measure of weight. In the imperial and U.S. customary systems, a fluid ounce is a measure of liquid, while a weight ounce is a measure of weight. The units are different and are not directly comparable.
Well, this is the first time I'm finding that out. Okay. Well, hopefully that won't have too much of an impact on what we're doing here. Let's see what's next on our pasta directions. We were supposed to bring it to a boil ahead of time. We didn't. Add salt. We can do that now. And 7 to 9 minutes. Drain pasta. Okay. Okay. So, computer, what's the average of 7 and 9?
The average of 7 and 9 is 8.
8. Okay. Oh, everyone typed force and knew it. I think you heard it. That's how you knew it. Because you typed that right after she said it. So we're going to... computer, set timer for 8 minutes. Computer, set timer for 8 minutes.
8 minutes, starting now.
Computer, what is the difference between a Dutch oven and the slang version of a Dutch oven?
A Dutch oven is a heavy cooking pot made of materials such as cast iron or enamel on iron. It is characterized by its large size and the fact that it is more versatile than a brazier. A brazier, on the other hand, is a smaller cooking pot that is more specialized. Both pots are used for cooking meals, but a Dutch oven is used for a wider variety of dishes.
Computer, what is the slang version of a Dutch oven?
In some cases, the slang version of a Dutch oven is referred to as a beef stew pot or a soup pot. These terms are sometimes used interchangeably with Dutch oven, although they can also refer to other types of pots.
Computer, is there any Dutch oven terminology in slang that involves farting?
In slang, there is a term for a Dutch oven that involves farting. It is called a fart chamber. A fart chamber is created when someone covers another person's head and farts. This term is used to describe a situation where someone is trapped in a small space with a strong-smelling fart.
Okay, so I guess this is called a Dutch oven in slang because, and I don't know that I know any Dutch people, but apparently that's something they do there. Androphyte says computer did everything to avoid answering that question. Yeah. It's like I finally had to be like, let's just get right to the point here. Parasitosis, computer, fart for me. Nicholas de Tweed, I'm Dutch as well. Okay, and so you can vouch for that. Computer, how much time left?
You have 5 minutes and 50 seconds left on your 8-minute timer.
Okay, so that's going well. In the meantime, let's take a look at what our next order of business is going to be here. In a Dutch oven, which we're actually just going to do this, heat 1/3 of a cup of butter. But remember, we're dividing that by a quarter. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get the 1/3 cup, and I'm just going to do 1/4, whatever looks like 1/4 of that. I think that's the easiest way to do it. And we're going to stir that, and then we're going to saute our onions. So we're going to need to get some onion going. Oh boy. Okay, yeah. We've got this here. Let's just go ahead and get the onion out of the way. Our friend Chef Reactions has warned us that here at Henry's Kitchen, we do everything immaculately correctly except cutting, except having a space or making the best use of our counter space. So I'm going to try to do the best I can to clean this up here. Let's get our onion there. I'm going to get some eye protection. Hold on real quick. Obviously, you don't have to go as far as I go, but I really don't want to mess up my eyes today, so I'm going to go ahead and put on the Onyo helm, which is a little bit extreme. And we'll go ahead and get to work here. There's a way to tighten it back here so it doesn't fall. Okay. Need a knife. I can't find the knife. The problem is it's hard for me to see. Okay. Oh, here's a knife. I don't need too much onion here. Just enough to sort of flavor it. I don't know who in the fuck puts onion in their macaroni and cheese. That seems like kind of the opposite of making something delicious. But we're going to try to do everything exactly according to the directions here. Get rid of that outer skin. Let me know if the knife is getting too close to my hands or to my fingers, because I can't see shit right now with this thing. I know you guys have questions. Linky Bandan says, can you also use that helmet when being confronted with a bad Dutch oven? Yeah, I guess that kind of ties it back in. This would be the ultimate protection if somebody tries to commit a Dutch oven offense in the slang sense. Ooh! Cut my fingernail there. That's no good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that the fingernail went into the cutting, but we'll see. Computer, how much time left? Computer, how much time left?
You have 30 seconds left on your 8-minute timer.
I think we're just going to go ahead and get our food, our macaroni product, because it's a really, really thorough boil at this point. Let me get rid of that. You can see that. Computer, stop. I think the idea is that we will be setting this aside. Uh-oh. Roast beef has joined us. He's going to try to ruin everything. Okay, so we've got our onion taken care of. Let's turn that infrared stove off. And let's see what our next order of business is. In the Dutch oven, oh, we have to turn the infrared back on, unfortunately. Here. Let's move this there so we can bring this into the foreground. This is our Dutch oven. And yeah, that does look like a lot of onion for macaroni and cheese. It says 3/4 of a cup. Oh, but we're only this is perfect actually. We're only going to use this much of it. We're only going to use a little less than 1/4 of a cup. So I probably cut too much onion there. There you go. I think that's going to be the onion that we're going to use there. Okay. Let's see if there's something productive that we can do while we're waiting. Heat up our 1/3 of a cup of butter. We're not using that much butter. We're going to use 1/4 of that much. Computer, what is 1/4 of 1/3 of a cup?
The answer is 0.083.
So basically like 1. Okay. Let's let that swim around a little bit. I don't have a paper towel or anything. I'll use this towel. Okay, and then we're gonna also put our onion in there. Well, let's move it around. There is nothing more delicious than sautéing onions, and that's what we're going to do right now. That is the a lot of times if you go out to a rock concert or a nightclub or whatever, out on the sidewalk there'll be vendors. I mean, this happens a lot here in Southern California. I imagine it happens everywhere. You have street vendors, and they sell like sausages or hot dogs or something like that, but the way that they attract you is by sauteing onions. And I thought maybe a good idea would be for me to just go down there next time they're having some event and just set up a little vending area and just start sauteing my onions and see if a bunch of people come over wanting to buy whatever it is that I'm cooking. Because that smell is really alluring. It's attractive. It's an attractive smell. Caffeinated Cat says LA bacon wrapped hot dogs are god tier. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's what I was trying to talk about. Caffeinated Cat watches the show from an office here in LA. Ouija Board, B-O-R-E-D, says, I'd buy your onions, Henry. Thank you. Yeah, they don't have to be wrapped around bacon and hot dogs. They can just be the onions. Okay. I think that's going well. Mega Gildy says sauteed onion perfume sounds like $1 million idea. It really does. I don't know how lucrative the perfume industry is. I would imagine you'd have to have an in because there's so many people already in there. You'd have to muscle your way in, but that's the kind of idea that you're going to need to do. Okay. We've got our onions tender. We're going to stir in flour and seasoning until blended and stir in the milk. Wow, this is going to be a lot of work right now. We have to now put in 6 tablespoons, but not 6 tablespoons, actually 1.5 tablespoons of flour. We're really cooking now. We're in it. And there's not a damn thing we can do to get out of it. So there's our flour. And then we want our seasonings. Well, we're going to do our salt and our pepper. And that's it. That's the only seasonings that we've got. And then it says we want to blend that. So let's go ahead and blend it. And then now we want to slowly stir in our milk. So let's grab some milk, and we want 4.5 cups. We're not doing that, obviously. We want 1 and 1/8 of a cup then. So here's our 1 cup. Oh my God, did we forget to do our ad? I can't believe that I forgot that. We might just have to forget today. Ooh. I think I was supposed to do it slowly and I didn't. And that's on me. I think I was just sort of distracted. Well, I'll be honest with you, it went from smelling delicious to smelling weird now. And now I'm wondering if this milk is okay. But, yeah, it says 8:23. Computer, what's today's date?
It's Wednesday, September 4th.
Yeah, so we still have another 19 days before that milk goes bad. Okay. There's our milk boiling in our Dutch oven. Bring it to a boil. Stir in the cheese. Oh yeah, that's right. We need cheese. Oh, of course. I forgot all about it. How much? We want 4 cups, so of course we're going to just use the 1 cup then. And the way I'm going to do this, I'm just going to use this device that was gifted to me by you guys. No, that's not a good way to do it. Shit, I don't know how to do this. Whew, it's too hot. This thing maybe would be better. We're getting some kind of a air bubble there. Stir in the cheese. Come on. Why is this, why am I having so much difficulty with this? Okay, here, I got it. I've got an idea. We're gonna do this the smart way. I'm gonna move this over and not even think about it for a second. I'm gonna get our work bowl. This is what I should have done to begin with. I'm gonna get our work bowl and we're gonna use this and we're gonna start shredding the cheese over that and doing it that way. Okay, Aurora Huntley says you don't need more flour. That roux is thin. I don't mind using more flour if you think we need to. I'm a little worried about time right now. I need to get this cheese done like really quick. But I can use more flour. Thanks, Aurora Huntley. I'm always receptive to other ideas from other chefs. Honky Tonk says no protective gloves. No, not right now. We don't have time. Safety is always something that you should think about unless you're in a hurry. So for example, if you're leaving to go play football and you are running late, you should probably just leave the helmet at home instead of going in and trying to find it. Because punctuality is more important than anything. Okay, even safety. All right, I think we got our cheese. So, Aurora Huntley wants us to put a little bit more flour in there. I'm good with that. As a matter of fact, you know, since we're dividing all these ingredients, it could be that that's what we need. So, let's do that. And let's stir it around in there. And now it says stir in the cheese until melted. I'm going to turn this way down because I'm just starting to get that feeling like we're going to wind up sort of screwing something up here, and I don't want that today. If I were making this for somebody else, I wouldn't really care if I screwed it up, but this is going to be my lunch. Okay, I think this is actually kind of going okay. It says here, stir in the cheese until melted. Now we're going to stir in our macaroni product, which is orzo. Are you kidding me? It's like solidified on, it's solidified literally onto the strainer. That's going to be a lot of fun to clean. How did that happen? Okay. Not going to deal with it right now. We're just going to get as much of it. So our macaroni product completely coagulated. Became one with the fine mesh strainer. I'm going to tell you guys that this doesn't really smell great, and I think it's probably because of the milk. And it also could be that I left it on just a little too long. But I don't like to waste food, so whatever this is, I'm eating it. Okay? Now, bring to a boil, stir in macaroni, transfer to a 13x9 baking dish. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. We're gonna take this off the heat, baking dish. And it wants it to be greased, okay? What should we grease it? Let's grease it with butter. You can grease anything with anything you want, really. Butter is grease. Computer, is butter grease?
Butter is not considered grease because it is not a thick, oily substance found in cooking oils and animal fats. While butter does contain fat, it is not considered a cooking oil, and its consistency is more like a soft, creamy wax. Therefore, butter is not classified as grease.
Okay, I didn't know that. We're going to put in just some grease, but we're going to have buttery grease now. Whew, that thing's hot. Okay. I'm just going to do it with my hands because we just don't have time to be messing around with this kind of stuff. Wow, if you could see the mess that I've made here. It is not good. Could hardly find my coffee in all this shit. What do we got here? Ben's Frankie Founding Daddy says, doesn't the flour need to get cooked off when you're making roux? What's roux? Roux? Computer, what is R-O-U-X?
Roux is a culinary ingredient used to thicken sauces and soups. It is made by blending equal amounts of flour and fat, such as butter or bacon drippings, in a saucepan until smooth. The roux is then cooked until it reaches the desired brownness. White, blonde, or brown roux can be made depending on the recipe. Roux is a key component in dishes like gumbo and jambalaya.
I see. So that explains the French spelling there. Well, I don't know if that's what we're doing here. Okay, stir in macaroni, transfer to a greased baking dish. This is not 13x9, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Basically, we want to get figure out how to get our roux into that thing. That's going to be our project right now, is how do we get this into that? Will it pour? Of course it won't pour. So I have a slotted spatula. I guess that's what we're going to do. Oh yeah, this is working. That's right. I forgot that the macaroni product coagulated. So it's kind of easy to scoop everything uniformly. Okay. Done deal. And then does it say Okay. Let's see. In a microwave, melt the remaining butter and toss with breadcrumbs. Okay. So I put my butter away because it's becoming a real mess. But I guess it wants us to melt this butter. This butter is in bad shape. It's because it's such a hot day, I believe. I'm getting butter all over the place. It wants us to melt this with the bread crumbs. So it doesn't really say how to do breadcrumbs, so I'm going to just sort of improvise here. I guess I'm just going to kind of do it by hand. This might be a little time consuming, so maybe this is a good time to check in and chat. So we've got here, everyone type force and says, hey Henry, don't read this on the stream. It's for later when you watch the Betamax with roast beef. You're a rock star in our hearth. The torture you weather to teach us how to cook is not in vain. We all learn, though, so much from your failure. Keep being the legend that you are, King. You're a culinary god. I'm guessing that last one. Culinary master. And also, everyone type force and seems to have a little bit of a lisp. Dubas, Chef Gusteau lied. I'm not sure who that is. Okay. Let's stir this up. These are our breadcrumbs. Ironically, what we have over there is breadcrumbs also now. Sprinkle this over the casserole and bake. Okay, thank God. We're finally getting toward the light at the end of the tunnel here. Let's get our breadcrumbs, buttery breadcrumbs over this mac and cheese. Okay. A lot of cleanup today. It's going to be a lot of cleanup. Bake for 30 to 35 minutes. Computer set timer for 32.5 minutes.
32 minutes and 30 seconds, starting now.
Okay. Parasitosis says, what casserole? I thought this was mac and cheese. Yeah, I guess they called it... Oh, it's a casserole dish. Is that what you're referring to? If you want to see what it looks like, it's this. And it comes... The website's like tastymoms.com or something like that. Dr. Descent says, I think the painting is sideways. You're talking about, the painting in the background. This thing is always more trouble than it's worth. But yeah, something like that. I think it's time for us to go ahead and do our thank you song. Computer, how much time left on the timer?
You have 31 minutes left on your 32-minute and 30-second timer.
I'm going to have to put on glasses now, guys. I'm very sad to tell you that unfortunately I've been diagnosed with a situation called aging eyesight, where apparently my eyesight deteriorates over time. And so now, in order for me to be able to see the tier 3 subscribers, I actually have to wear what are called glasses that enable you. It's sort of a, you know, a device that enables people with this condition to be able to see things more clearly. And it's amazing that you can still live a long and healthy normal life with this, but you're just going to have to use this tool. So here we go. Check 1. Check. All right, so here we go. This is a song that's going to serve as a thank you to all of you, the users, who make this possible. And I'm talking about moderators doing their due diligence, as well as the VIP members and the tier 3 subscribers, the major streamers who have given us so much traffic from doing reaction videos to our they were doing reaction videos to our YouTube videos, and also to the folks that run the Discord and so many other people who've done so much. And the best way that I can think of to thank them at the moment is through song. So let's go ahead and do a song. Why don't we do it to the tune, since we had Queen earlier, why don't we do it to the tune of Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody? As a matter of fact, let's pull up that picture again. Okay, let's see. Falcon and Dingo Bob, Dumb Beef Hot Bear 1110, Do Dingle and a Goggle, Dr. Flanges and Bacchus, Shane Yes, Beelzebub, Mochi's Nirvana. It's Kate, Cairo Sun, Bumblefish and the LGX, Ship Reactions, Husky Boy, Bill Larkin Music, Nimaru, Orca Mind, S-Fan and Bonnie too. Okay, we're gonna switch to another Queen classic here because I don't know the rest of that one. This is We Are the Champions. So it's like a medley. Dazzle Cat, Blurry Little Quest, and Borsonville. Don't forget Quanto. Sorry, I got myself in trouble because I can't see the subscribers. Purple Donut filling his fruit tankard in Borsonville. Zodiac Tone, Gary Busey ASMR, Shandis Nova Valerian, Mr. Gooseberry VT's Odd Bane, Toke My Nuts, Saguaro Burrito 5555, Dennis or JV's taxi boy Beelzebub. Game Master Flash, the cat food taste tester, Chironix, Mochi's Nirvana, Red Hot Hibachi, Ransom GR, Yarkasm Nico Tazo. I'm just sort of making up my own weird melody and chords at this point. Let's just jump right to Roger Miller's King of the Road. Yarkasm, Nico Tazo, Michael Bublé, 4422, Passion Error, Minho Shin, 64. Really good. Great. These have been in the fridge for a long time now. Glad I'm finally using them up. So, Jake, what is it that you do?
Well, people call me the highwayman because I help people.
How much money do you make?
Well, I actually don't make a living doing that. I live off of disability insurance for a back injury. What about yourself?
I guess you could say I help people too. I teach people how to cook, mostly lonely people. I went through a breakup a while back and I guess cooking sort of filled the void for me.
I heard once that a heartbreak lasts for only half as long as however long the relationship was. If you don't mind my asking, how long was the relationship?
Only about a month.
And then how long have you been heartbroken? About 10 years. Oh, wow. What about yourself? I would imagine with that cool hair you
Okay. So that was The Highwayman Meets Henry's Kitchen. And you know what you could do? KC 2.0 wants to see it. KC 2.0, I don't know if you're still a patron of the Highwayman, but on the Patreon, a little secret from me to you, there's not going to be any Highwayman episodes coming up, so you can subscribe for $1 and never get charged, so it's free, and that enables you to look at all of the past episodes, and that, I believe, was Season 2, episode, let's see, I can find out.
Try to keep it handy because I like it on my sandwiches. Wow. I guess you really do help people. Actually, if you don't mind, could you just pour some of it in a little cup and maybe give it back to me because I do like it for my sandwiches.
Season 2, episode 5. So there you go. All right. Thanks, Sergeant White Pepper. Great Ween album, too, by the way. Okay. This cheese. Computer, how much time left on the timer?
You have 19 minutes left on your 32-minute and 30-second timer.
I'm getting really hungry. You know what I think we should do with our remaining time is, why don't we play a little bit of Outer Wilds? This is the game that we're playing. It's an amazing game. I'm going to see if I can do this here. First, let's see. How are we going to do this? I've got some alerts that I've got to read out. X Swanee tipped $5. Thank you so much, X Swanee. And says, hey, Henry, hope you're doing all right. I saw you playing Drive-In on the Rit Hen Show on YouTube. Could you possibly play that sometime? It's really great. You've got a calm and lovely voice. Thanks, X Swanee. Do me a favor, and if you go to the music suggestions area, you can put that song, and then that way I'll write it down and make sure that I do it on one of the streams. Very nice of you. And for anybody who's impatient, you can go to YouTube and see me doing that song. I've got a ponytail on the Rit Hen Show, driving. Midnight Faded cheered 100 bits. Happy birthday. Let's check in on roast beef here. Let's see here. He's fast asleep. There he is. I don't know if you can see him. It's pretty dark. I had to make it dark in there because I didn't want for him to not sleep. Oh, It's Kate X just did a post of the Drive-In song. So there you go. Okay, hold on, everybody. We're going to have to close all kinds of crap. I have to get this set up. So we want desktop audio to be on, which it is. Okay, and then we want to go to this. Got to push crop. There's so much work that always needs to be done in order to make this work. But I think we're finally getting there. But of course, I'll be relying on you. Any way to get rid of... Okay, there we go. As usual, I want to ask everybody, can you hear me with no reverb? Can you see me in the bottom right of your screen? And can you hear the game and see the game in the foreground? Goldo Men says yes. Karoshi 006 says yes. Overwhelmingly, people are saying yes. Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah. A lot of variations of the affirmative word in the English language, which means yes. Okay, so let's resume our expedition then. Oh, I gotta turn on this. So, if you haven't seen Outer Wilds, I am a member of this weird species. Oh boy, this remote or this controller has some issues. But I'm a member of this species from a planet, and I've been designated the astronaut. And they've built. Why is it going without me wanting to do it? Okay. Yeah, I have a funky. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to change controllers because there's something wrong with this one. Hold on a sec. I guess I don't really take care of my controllers, and one of them fell down. Okay, but we're gonna do this. So just going back, yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a spaceship and I'm going to launch into the air. It's always dark now, but this is the little village that I'm from. This is our spaceship, and without further ado, I'm going to get right into it. And we're just going to have an adventure. We're just going to go out and try to find a planet. I'm not good at this, but you want to see what's going on? I'm leaving our planet now. And we are through the atmosphere. That's the sun. We could lock on to this. Let's go to Ash Twin. I think we might have gone there before. But basically all you do is you just have adventures in space. Nobody's Lemons says, does this game have any cooking? Aurora Huntley says, can you smell anything burning? You know what? I really don't smell anything burning right now, but should I? Uh-oh. Now you've made me want to go check on my meal. Wait, did I just die? You just made me die because I'm thinking about burning. Hold on a sec. Sorry about that. No, nothing's burning. But you made me want to check. And I does anybody know how I died? Did I fly into the sun or something? The fitting that you flew into the sun after thinking about... Oh, I flew into the sun. Okay. Damn. That damn sun is always in the way. Alright, we're taking off. Looks like the sun is behind us. I think. We just gotta get way away from the damn sun. Which one's that? Giant's Deep? No. So I guess Ash Twin is close. Close to the sun, and that's why we had a problem. That's Brittle Hollow. Timber Hearth is our planet. What's that? Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I don't want to die in the sun again. No, the sun is getting too close here. Hold on. Let's go the other direction. Oh, here we go. There we go. The sun is beside us now. Now that we're on the other side of the sun, we can do it. Okay, so that's just another thing that we're getting better at. Punkville says, wait, he plays games or is this a bit? It's kind of a combination of both. I'm not good at it, but I'm trying. I like it. Computer, how much time is left?
You have 10 minutes left on your 32-minute and 30-second timer.
Yeah, cooking is a lot of waiting. Wait, are we going back to the frickin' sun now? Alright. I don't want to die. Okay, come on. Alright, I have a question for anybody who's played this game before. Nobody's Lemon says, Henry, the planet orbits around the sun pretty fast. Borsenvin says, here comes the sun. That's a good one. The reason I'm asking is there any way to get to those planets that orbit around the sun? Because every time I try to go to them, I get swallowed up by the sun. Can somebody tell me how to do that? If not, that's okay. Let's do another adventure. Let's go someplace else. Wait for them to come back around. Yeah, but once the sun's there, I can't seem to control getting out. Dazzlecat says, I like to fly directly out from the planet for like 10 seconds before setting a path to the planet to help avoid the sun. Oh, I see. Okay. That damn sun. Is there anything above me? There's this planet. That's Giant's Deep. We've already kind of explored that. Alright. No, I don't want that. Ash Twin. Okay. I'm going to try it again. But if that sun starts creeping up, we're not doing it. No, it's... What do you guys say? Am I gonna die or what? This will be the last time that I try the sun. I think we might have it this time. I think we did it. Okay, we're finally gonna go to a planet. I'm sorry about that. Computer, how much time left?
You have 7 minutes and 50 seconds left on your 32-minute and 30-second timer.
Okay. Now it's time to land. Whoa. Okay. That's all right. Okay, we're on a planet. Let's get out. Gotta put on our suit. Go down the hatch. Finally landed without destroying my ship. Wow, we're real close to that sun. Wow, isn't she beautiful? And that must be the other planet that's right next to this. Weird. Now we're on the dark side. Here. Oh, should I put on my signal scope? See if we can hear some signals. That's That's the ship. No, there's really not a lot going on here on this planet. Oh, what? Is that close to us? Wow, you can see my shadow here. There's comets and shit. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Computer, how much time left?
You have 5 minutes and 20 seconds left on your 32-minute and 30-second timer.
We gotta get up on that thing. Turn on the flashlight. Oh, flashlight doesn't do any good here. Okay. I'm hoping death isn't imminent. What is all this shit? In there. Oh, I can launch a scout. No. No, this isn't doing any good. Oh, stairs. This door will need to remain closed for some time. Pi and I are running an experiment based on the extraordinary findings from the White Hole Station. White Hole Station. Sunless city in 300 meters. Well, sunless sounds good to me. Wow, we're really sinking down there. What is this thing? Should we get on this and see if it takes us? Wow, Anonymous just donated $20. Wanted subs, but oh well, that roast beef, some premium kibble. Oh yeah, we will. Thank you so much, Anonymous, for that tip. And where are we now? Let's see. We've got mac and cheese in the oven, so I can't be spending too much time on this. Uh-oh, ghost matter. Do not want that. Crash site cave, 60 meters. Uh-oh. Some kind of waterfall. 3 minutes of oxygen remaining. Screw it. Computer, how much time on the timer?
You have 2 minutes left on your 32-minute and 30-second timer.
So our mac and cheese will be ready before we die of no oxygen. Here's our flashlight. Wow, we're really going down in the caves here. Some stalactites and stalagmites. emergency escape hatch. We've found an enormous cavern at the end of this passage that appears promising. I believe we could construct long-term shelter there. Oh, well, let's see where it is. Uh-oh. Fell. Falling. Okay, that's okay. Is this water? The onions are starting to get to my eyes. I think we have to go through this. It's okay, it's just water, I believe. Uh-oh. No, I got it. That planet is promising, though. There's some cool stuff there. But we have some food to eat here. Computer, stop. Back to the kitchen. Yeah, that was a horrible death. Do we know what happened? I thought maybe my my space helmet cracked and started letting in oxygen, or the lack of oxygen. Okay, let's turn off the oven. Let's get our mac and cheese going. Smells sort of okay, I guess. Probably going to be extremely hot. You know what? It actually smells pretty good. I don't know what happened to our breadcrumbs. I guess maybe they're on the other side of it. But if you want to know what we set out to do today, it was basically a mac and cheese casserole. And I could put my hand over that to make it look like what they had. We'll just let it cool down a little bit, and I think it's going to be okay. This was a challenging day, and if you look at the mess that I have to clean up today, it's not going to be fun at all. But I hope that you guys were able to learn from it. And I apologize if anybody's seeing ads. That's just something that I forgot to do today. I was supposed to... Okay, here we go. Gonna get a good bite of this stuff. This is gonna be really hot. Let's take a look at some of our alerts here before we eat it. Thanks again, Anonymous, for that tip. That's very, very lovely. And let's just see... Wow, we are at 497 subscribers. That's fantastic. That's really, really great. That's up from where we've been, and I hope I didn't leave out any alerts, because I want to just thank everybody. I like to thank everybody. Oh, here we go. I did. Jolly Austin tipped $10 35 minutes ago. Jolly Austin, forgive me for not calling this out in real time. I probably was overwhelmed with all kinds of stuff. 35 minutes ago was probably right about when we were putting this thing in the oven. Hey, Henry, the other day I went to a place and had something called crack mac and cheese. It wasn't great, and I don't feel like going back. Did it even have crack in it? How would I know? Please clarify. I think crack mac and cheese, they were probably trying to be cute by saying crack like it's so addictive. It's going to be almost as addictive as that deadly stuff that people are addicted to. That's sort of an epidemic. So I guess that they were probably trying to be funny, but at the same time, usually when you see something like, oh, this is like crack, like, you know, Pringles potato chips, it usually is pretty good. So I'm surprised that it wasn't good. Crack Mac, don't feel like going back. All right, It's Kate X says, hey Henry, Mochi has posted the details for the Halloween stream and announcements on Discord. There's information on how the users can get involved, including pictures of the prizes for the winners of the costume contest. Yeah, we're gonna do a costume contest again. So if you want to check out how to get involved in the Halloween contest, which is going to be about 2 months from now, you've got time to figure out your costume. Go to the Discord, and thanks Mochi for putting all this together. It's in the announcements section on the Henry's Kitchen Discord. Desolate Reality, Henry, that looks delicious. Do you ever think you'll do a cooking stream dedicated to making food for roast beef? I've thought about it, but the reason that I don't do it is because if I put some ingredient in his cat food that doesn't agree with him, because he's very old at this point, he's been eating the same food for 20 years, and then if he croaks right after that, I'll feel like it's because of whatever food I gave him, and I don't know if I could live with that guilt. So I probably would if he was younger, or if maybe somebody wants to give me their cat and I can make food for them, but I just don't want to do it for roast beef because he's so old. And also I don't want to encourage people to just make whatever food and give it to their cats, but cats are pretty damn smart. They generally don't tend to eat stuff that's bad for them, as opposed to dogs will eat anything you put in front of them. Speaking of which, I'm going to have some of this right now. It's fine. This is fine. It's not delicious. It's not like I'm going to even really want to finish it, but it's fine. So, you know, sometimes fine is better than throw it away. And that's what we did today. Yeah. I don't know why it had to take 35 minutes. There are some hard bits in there. I don't know what that is. The sides from the side of the pan, those parts are harder. Bexy says maybe fingernails. Yeah, there was a moment when I cut my fingernail with the knife because I wasn't able to see. Saguaro Ooh just gifted 5 subs. Wow, thank you so much, Saguaro Ooh. 5 tier 1 subs. That's very kind of you. And that should put us over. That puts us at 498, but it might update, and that's going to be more than 500 subscribers, which makes me very happy. Thank you for that. We have everyone type Forson says believers can't stop winning. Yeah, I know there's a little bit of side betting that's going on here. Not everything comes out great, but we've had a couple of good ones in a row. I'm going to take another bite of this, and then I'm going to have to sign off. We did a fun raid last time, and let's do another one this time. Just raiding random people. I want to find somebody who's particularly in that category of food and drink. Yeah, food and drink. Trabajamos, okay. That means we work. Cooking dinner for Val. Does anybody have a food and drink suggestion of somebody that we should... Let's see here. Cooking D&D recipes. Wow, that looks pretty good. But it's still not active yet, I don't think. Haruna Osaka? Should I look that up? Haruna. I don't see that. Super Oma? I don't see a Super Oma either. Raid a cooker we can goon to. What does that mean, to goon to? Okay. Oh, I see. Haruna is cooking breakfast in Japan. Okay. Haruna. I don't see... It's not coming up for me. Is that the username? Okay. I'm gonna go back to the food and drink section here. Wait. Food and drink. Cucina. In attesa de Mateos che insi la live. 31 viewers. That looks like it's Italiano. Okay, we're gonna raid this. I'm sorry. We're just gonna go ahead and raid this random one that I saw because it looks like they're making delicious stuff. I don't know who it is. It looks like some home cooking, but it looks fantastic. And let's all go check out what's going on. It's Mateo HS Live. It looks like they've got, maybe he's got his dad there. Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much for all of your contributions and chiming in and everything. I hope you had a good time. Let's go see what Mateo's like.
E questo invece è quello fatto da Enrico, che è un pochetto più morbido, no Enrico?